Guys, NIO is implementing a triple prong strategy that is having an insane, devastating effect on competitors. All right, and I'm going to talk all about that in this one video. I am a little bit under the weather, so I might sound a little bit weird, but that does not give me an excuse to not make a video when we have such a good news coming in. And so first of all, reporting on the situation here in China, everybody's on vacation and there's lots of people everywhere in the stores as well. Wow, just lots and lots of people. This is very, very nice. And of course, a lot of people traveling as well. So there's, as you guys probably know, a lot of people fighting for chargers, fed up with lining up for chargers, and they have a ticketing system to line up for chargers. And that's just, nobody likes the experience of having to wait 3-4 hours in line for a charger and sort of have that anxiety. So, of course, what you guys probably didn't know, NIO has a ton of swap stations at the highway resting areas. So as of just a few days ago, NIO has 3,520 swap stations. 1,002 of them are on highway resting areas. So the first prong is, of course, jealousy. All right, first layer of jealousy. Okay, people, they're charging, they're waiting in line, they're anxious, but they see a NIO come, swap and go. They're off on their way, and they're like, shit, I should have got that car, man. Or the car is charging or lined up, and they go observe, like, what the hell is this dark magic battery swap? So they go and check it out, right? And there's a little timer on top that shows you how long it takes for a swap, and they're like, damn, 3 minutes, holy crap. So, of course, that speed factor is the first layer of jealousy, which is the first prong. People are like, damn, we're wasting 4 hours here when it could be done in 3 minutes. Why did I get that car, right? So that's the first prong, first layer of jealousy. The second layer of jealousy, the second prong, is, of course, freebies. I know you guys are going to say, oh my God, Mr. P, freebies are back. What the hell? Of course, these are all tactical freebies, okay? They're not just giving people random freebies like out of the blue. This is, of course, freebies at the highway resting areas, at those swap stations where NIO and Avo owners can go there, get like a freebie bag that has water, snacks, and like tissues and all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be a sales rep or an assistant there helping you out. And of course, this is sort of to show warmth of the company, right? Do you see BYD sales reps or staff handing out water at those highway resting areas or handing out snacks? No, you don't see that. Or Li Auto guys or Expo guys or any of those guys or Tesla staff handing out freebies? Of course not, right? You're dying of thirst, you're waiting in line charging, and you see, not only do they swap and go, they're super fast, but they also get a freebie bag. What the hell? Why did I buy this car? Why didn't I buy that car? So that's the second layer of jealousy, that freebie bag. Now, of course, that freebie bag, you can, like a non-NIO owner can also claim a freebie bag if you scan the QR code and basically give them your phone number, and you could get a freebie bag as well, okay? But you're sort of in the system now, and you're kind of interested in NIO, so eventually you could end up purchasing a NIO vehicle, which is, of course, good. That's why it's tactical freebie. It's not like, they're just spending money and there's no return, right? So, of course, a lot of NIO owners and Avo owners, they're super happy. They're sharing this. They take photos like, wow, NIO is such a company. That's a really heartwarming company. They care about everybody. Avo as well. Oh, my God, Avo. They care about everybody. We're driving, and every highway swapping area has this kind of freebie bag. This is pretty nice, right? Of course, giving NIO a very good reputation. And what's the third? So that was the first two, right? They're both jealousy, right? You're jealous of the speed, you're jealous of the freebie, and then the third layer is also, in essence, jealousy. What they're doing, of course, they have the brand new ES8 at that highway resting area for you to check out. Oh my God. So you see you're missing out on time, convenience, you're missing out on the snacks and water. you're also missing out on a great vehicle. So there you can actually check out the ES8, sit inside the car, experience what it's like, the massage, the features, the big TV screen, everything, the trunk, feel the car for yourself while your car is charging, right? And also get one of those freebie bags. And of course, yeah, see what you're missing out on, right? And this has devastating effect, guys. Holy crap. A lot of people actually just order the car right on the spot because they're just so fed up with like having to wait in line to charge and get that ticketing system. It's just so bullshit. So they're implementing these at a lot of the highway resting areas. And kudos to Deal for doing that because, getting people to work on national holiday is pretty difficult, right? You got to pay the extra bonus salary to do so. So this is definitely something that no other company does. And of course, this altogether, these three factors combined together does create that huge sort of jealousy effect that really involuntarily pushes these non-NIO EV owners to purchase their car, purchase a deal. Now, of course, uh, Li Auto has a similar strategy, but it's getting a lot of backlash. So I think it's worth sharing as well. And that is, of course, with Li Auto cars, they have a lot of Li Auto chargers, fast chargers. But then what they do is they put a little plaque that says only Li Auto cars can charge it, which has nothing wrong with it. Okay, if Li Auto built their own chargers, it makes sense for them to let their own customers charge. But then when everybody's waiting in line, a lot of BYD cars or whatever, they want to charge it. They see an empty charger and you're holding it back. You're like, what the hell is wrong with this company, right? So it's kind of interesting. They're getting some backlash for it. You know, NIO has happened to NIO in the past as well, but NIO has really opened the chargers up to everybody, and chargers for everybody. Swapping is only for NIO and Avo. And even if another car wanted to swap, they can't swap. It just doesn't work. So NIO swapping is exclusive for NIO Avo, and then charging is for everybody. So that really makes sense. So NIO is not getting a lot of backlash this year, which is really nice. Getting a lot of praise for those freebies, which I think is really, really nice. This is an excellent strategy. I'm really happy to see NIO implement this. And of course, they should do it every single year or two. Of course, boost sales. A lot of people don't know about battery swap, and this is a great way to see what they're missing out on. Not just great battery swap, great service, and also a great car. So, yeah, they're missing out on a lot of stuff. So this will boost sales for sure. And a lot of hybrid cars will also convert to NIO, and they'll buy a NIO vehicle because of the convenience. They bought a hybrid car because gasoline offers them convenience, but then NIO battery swap is sort of equivalent, so they're going to switch to a NIO. That's also really, really nice. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.